I don't dance. I boogie.
Stop this. Stop bringing in your pill fantasy, special ed education questions.
You can't be mad with lavender on, my nigga. So shut the fuck up. No, that's what I'm saying. This is stupid motherfucker.
Now what's the word, Captain? I think I caught you lacking. Down 9 more minutes that this hell's packing.
And straight like that, we back, man. How everybody doing out there in the world? Hope everybody doing well, doing swell. You dig me and what I'm saying? That's me, myself, and now I can't complain, man. But I just keep it to myself. You understand me and what I'm talking about? So now we back in the building, man. Hey, you know, my last couple efforts, man, been dedicated to this boy Rashad McCants. You know what I'm saying? And it appears that you know, the staff over there at Gils Arena have taking on a different approach to him, or at least it's still in the aftermath. It's just still on his head. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I'm watching the show today. I say, man, let's examine what we got going on right here. Cause it again full of hot or cold takes, whichever, you know what I'm saying, whichever moniker you would like to put on this thing, man. But let's go and get into it and see what we got going on.
Gil, we will start with you. Looking at what this Hornets have been able to accomplish since January 22nd, are the Hornets for real or Fugazi?
Since January 22nd?
They've been 16-3 since the 22nd.
And you said they're the hottest team?
They have the best record over that stretch in that 19-game span, 16-3.
Okay. So what is the Spurs? Because you said they was the hottest team. I'm trying to figure out which one is the hottest.
No, Spurs had a very hot February, sir. Went 11-0 in that particular month.
Okay. So, So where we at? So from a certain date, they're the hottest from that date.
16-3 in those last 19 games.
But in the last 10 games, who's the hottest? Who's the hottest in the last 10 games?
Okay, but we're not talking about the last 10 games. We're talking about the last 19 games
we're just
now.
picking certain games to make them the hottest?
What? Their record in that span.
Games?
Well, their record in that 19-game span would make them the hottest team in the league, as I've already said.
No, what I'm saying is because you said Spurs was the hottest.
Are we seeing what's going on just immediately now? Maybe we just back to basketball. We ain't got to the cemetery over there. He folded up in the corner for the moment. You dig what I'm saying? But we've got goalposts moving by one Gils Arenas. He back to his old antics, I see. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just one of my gripes with Gil. He is one of them never be wrong niggas. I gave him a little grace in the videos that we were going through when he was getting that shot, because I felt like he held his foot to the fire. You know what I'm saying? But that don't dissolve him of just can never be wrong, man, which is a horrible look now. So Josiah started with the last 10 games. In order to make himself have a valid argument, Gil says, let's go tonight. King games. All right, Gil. Goddamn.
As I've already said.
No, what I'm saying is because you said Spurs was the hottest team in the league. Now they're the hottest team in the league. I'm trying, who gets the title of hottest team in the league? So we're just moving dates. And so tomorrow or Monday, somebody else going to be the hottest?
Well, we're doing a show today, Thursday, sir. So
okay. So what was the date again?
It's January 22nd.
It's January 22nd. Okay, so
in the last 19 games.
The last 19 games, not even fucking 20 or 15, just 19. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Now go. Okay. What is it?
They're 16-4 in their last 20, if you care. But
okay. What is Spurs?
What?
In the last 20 games. What is Spurs?
Give me a second, Gil.
Just.
Josiah, I feel for you, man.
I know, it's okay.
Because yesterday he said it was the hottest, so I'm like, well, damn, two teams is the hottest.
Hey, Nick, do you remember yesterday somebody just saying that ain't the question that we was answering? That we answering this.
All right, Shad. Goddamn it, said Shad. I'm finna get my shine back. Rashad McCants. That's his new name, goddamn it. Bro jumped in there. Because I was just about to say, like, hold on, bro. So you telling me, like, come on, Gil. We're not even that far into the goddamn conversation. Gil say, nigga, this instead of the question you asked of the panel, I'm going to pose a question to you, sir. And if the answer to this question ain't to my liking or to the standards that y'all setting for y'all question, I win. Out the gate is where we going, bro.
Specific question.
Yeah.
And he said
he's avoiding on answering the specific question that he asked. Why are we jumping all over the fucking place based on you not want to answer the question?
The question was who the hottest, but he said the same thing yesterday. So I can say the same thing about a different team.
Now I'll jump in and just say now, one Rashad McCants was warned on how he, or how he come across and how he conversate with one Gils Arena. Now, so I don't get it if you don't know they had no conversation behind closed though. You know what I'm saying, Paul? Well, I'm saying, hey, all right, now don't get too deep into your bag now, Shad. We ain't about 48 hour removed from your ass on fire. They said Shad shaved his head. Look, oh my God, bro. Now that I'm looking at him, bro, they said Shad shaved his head after Charlie Villeneuve goddamn set his ass ablaze the other day. You know what I'm saying? They say the next day when they went on the show, Shad had put a razor blade in that bitch and maybe some shine applicant. You did what I'm saying. Now when they got on his head about that, he done ditched the crown for a full hat. If he got a real hat for you can't see the top of his head. This is, boy, I tell you, Rashad McCants has had it's been about a bad month, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Ever since them 81 comments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was, God damn.
I see the number one scorer in the country, and then tomorrow I say this person's number one scorer in the country. You would be confused.
No, if I gave you a date range, if they were the number one scorer since
you're the only one being confused right now, brother.
In the last 20 games?
They're both 16-4, but the Hornets are 16-3 in their last 19. So best record in the league.
Thank you for getting on your phone.
Spurs have won 12 of the last 13.
Oh, okay. So who's the hottest again? You see how I can be confused because I remember what you said?
Okay. Well, do you have an answer for the question? Are the Hornets for real or Fugazi? It's literally the only question we're asking.
Since we know there's not just one hot, there's two, because he said it yesterday too. I wasn't wrong.
The only thing we know is I picked both.
Well, Gil, by that, come on, dog. By that logic, my nigga, if there's no set, if my set of games that I use to define, hot in my mind for something, if that number is only arbitrary to you to the point of where you can say, well, instead of 7 games, let's do 12 games. You dig what I'm saying? What about this? So in that estimation, bro, we could look around the league and see some teams that's, won their last 3 games, they last 5 games, and you could say that they're hot also. Sure you could, Gil, if that was the criteria in which you were questioned, my nigga. We asked you about the last 10 games of this particular ball team. This nigga done made you go look up the Harlem Globetrotters and when last time they went to Europe and played. And since they ain't went to Europe and played recently, that mean the European people just ain't good at basketball because the Globetrotters ain't went on. What is this man talking about? That damn Gil would never be wrong. And now he mad. He mad. Nigga, how could you not accept my argument? And I think he talking about the people in the chat. People in the chat said I was right. Man, come on, bro. Like, hey, man, it's one thing when a young person under the age of 25 or something live life through likes. Come on, Gil. Come on, Gil. You can't go with the chat numbers, bro. You're like, hey, man, all the people that ain't really got nothing to do every day but just watch our shows and vote in our polls said that me, the creator of the show, was right. Come on, we can't do that, Gil. Come on.
For these teams, so just move on with it.
I can care what. I don't give fuck what you.
Both of them on my team, so it don't even matter. Just go ahead and give them credit. Give them credit.
This is between me and Josiah on his.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, now I see where this going. This nigga said nigga don't eat. Man, where your Kool-Aid cup come from? It was 2 cups of being poured of Kool-Aid. I almost had to let some Kool-Aid fall out my face just then. That was crazy. Nigga, this is an A and B conversation. You can see your way out, cuz. That's what he told us. Oh, he might listen. The next month may hold a different cast of competitors. It look like it's some underlying smoke between these two. Yes, Tam said. And Gil done had to come out and explain and all that. I hadn't watched this all the way through, by the way. I try to not do that, man, and just let this thing be a natural viewing session as amongst friends. You did what I'm saying? It's just friends. Everybody, we sitting here watching crazy video. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing, man.
You inserted yourself. When it's your turn, then you can go. Now
it should have been my turn already. You spent 5 minutes avoiding the question.
Then go. Your turn.
Say the question again, Josiah, so we can.
Are the Hornets for real or Fugazi?
Yes, the Hornets are real. They're more realer than the Bucks for sure.
Bucks don't have nothing to do with this.
We're just gonna throw that out there for my brother over there.
Okay.
The Oak Cliff bully. You know, we persevere. We got a good team. Like I said, when you're talking hoop, I think they put it together when they needed to put it together. They had a group of talented guys. They got Kobe White. Now they got four. They got a four-headed horseman right now. They got the four horsemen right now. I think that they continue the way they plan. They're going to be able to be very dangerous to any team on the East that match up with them.
Hey, bro. People, everybody on the screen is so not interested in what Rashad is saying, bro. Josiah over there smoking weed on the low, dipping out, trying like he looking for something to blow the smoke out. I'm already doing the move. Gil turning on his screen. I don't know what Nick is looking at, and Kenyon is asleep. Both of them sleep. Kenyon and Nick sleep. This is crazy. They little boys said, man. Sunday just go start. Why Rashad don't just start his own? Do he got his own pod, bro? Rashad needs to start getting on TikTok or something, bro. Just go in his bag all day. And then it's kind of crazy how much Anna he got for the folks sitting on the panel. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it, bro. You can feel it. He mad as hell. He won't fight. Well, if they was in studio, if they had been in studio, it's but the God work in mysterious way. You know what he doing? If these nigga had been in the studio the last week or so, oh my God, it would have been a fight. There'd been some turning in there, food and furniture moving. I'm trying to tell you.
Going in there to Boston, doing what they did to them, the way they played. I think that Charlotte has definitely shown that LaMelo Ball can be a leader, that the guys can rally around him, and the coach can calm down and start to trust him a little bit more. They play defense as a unit. They scramble. They play hard. They play like they got something to lose. And it's a good matchup for anybody thinking they can go in there and roll over them because they're going to surprise you. So I love everything Charlotte's doing, and keep it going.
Well, we can't hear you, Joe.
Joe just ran. Joe said, I'm tired of this shit.
I'm still here.
Well,
I ain't going nowhere.
In all contexts, like you can say that they better than Milwaukee. Milwaukee ain't got nothing to do with this, but their best player been out damn near the whole year. So these are facts. So all that shit don't mean nothing. And they did all this damn winning, right? And they've been playing better, absolutely. They outscoring their opponents by almost 4 points a game and all that. And they still in ninth. So, like, yeah, they have been playing better. Yes, they are one of the hottest teams in the NBA currently. Yes, but currently they're still in the play.
Now you got to take into account a couple of things here. You dig what I'm saying? Who were those last 10 opponents? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna hold you, brother. NBA, you dig what I'm saying? As a league, man, as a product, you know, at least for me and man, it seems to reflect in the overall viewership numbers. I don't know, bro. It's just kind of lame and just I don't know, bro. Maybe because you don't know a lot of the players, maybe so more these days. But I don't know, the pace of play, man, the style of play, it's just not a interesting product until like around playoff time. Now, this is post All-Star break, so you know schedules do tend to get harder. You know what I'm saying? To see what you got going down the playoff stretch. So you can give some credence to them. I didn't look into the numbers exactly and the opponents exactly, but you got to look into that. But you know, LaMelo out there, man, with them couple of the cats. You know what I'm saying? They coming into their Brandon Miller, Alabama product. Now, as far as Milwaukee, man, the Milwaukee Bucks, bro, I think that experiment was pretty much over the minute we saw Dame Lillard step on the court. It got awkward immediately. You understand what I'm saying? As far as Giannis, bro, like I guess Giannis is a loyal dude. But the league ain't loyal in any league, NFL, MLB, NBA, shit, probably hockey league. I don't know. They got a different different demographic over there. They might rock a little better. But and I know they give him that big bag, but Giannis should have been gone to another team, bro. He should have been gone to another team. You know what I'm saying? When they didn't come out that next year in back to back, he probably should have been like, all right, man, let's take the show on the road. Let's move somewhere else, team up with somebody else, and get into some. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Milwaukee. I don't know what else is in Milwaukee other than the team. You dig? So, from that aspect, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know if I would call the Charlotte Hornets better than Milwaukee right now. I don't know that I'd take Charlotte in the 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that Charlotte has anybody on their squad that can do anything with a Giannis. Now outside of Giannis, you say what do you have with him? Because the Dame is DNP or whatever the hell going on with Dame. But I don't know if I would say that. But you got to take a couple of things into account when you say who is the hottest and who, you know what I'm saying. But again, he said Charlotte's doing all that winning. They still in a nice spot, which is not playoff worthy. You dig?
They still in the play-in game. So until they get to a definite play-off spot, then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? They get the 6, then we can have these conversations. That's just where I am. They are playing better, absolutely.
So we had to go to 13-6 to have a conversation?
Yeah, because they still in the play-in. There's a chance that they don't get in still, Rashad. Like, these are facts.
13-9 good?
It doesn't. I'm giving them props. They have been playing better. So you missed the fact that I praised them as well, right? You just want to hear the negative shit.
That's all I hear. It's not loud enough to praise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
praise
that's
got to be a little bit louder.
No, for what? For what? When they still in 9th. Like I said, when they get to a definite playoff spot, and then 6 when the last game in April happens, then they'll get my full praise. But until then, they're in a play-in spot. They're in 9th. They did all that winning. They are what they are in their last 19, 16-4 in their last 20, and they still in 9th. So congratulations.
So they get to 8. What if they get to 8?
No, that doesn't matter to me. They still in a play-in spot, Rashad. Listen to fucking words that are coming out of my mouth.
Is 8 a play-in spot?
It's not definite. No, it's not it's a play-in spot, Rashad.
So what about 7?
It's a play-in spot. It's a play-in, brother. Like, what part of have you not been paying attention for the last?
That's unfair. That's unfair, Kenyon. You're moving the fucking goalposts now. Now you just moving shit.
How am I moving the goalposts?
Cause that shit that ain't fair to go from 13 to 9 and you still don't get no credit. That's crazy.
Let me ask you this: I'm giving them credit. You didn't hear it.
No, you're not. No, you're not. That's backhand. That's a backhand slap.
So when when everybody played their last game in April, right? When everybody's played 82 games. If they are in 6th place, that's what matters. If they in 7, they got a play-in game. If they in 8, they got a play-in game. If they where they are, they got a play-in game. If they in 10, they got a play-in game.
But we were talking beginning of the season, though. So you laughed at me for saying the Charlotte Hornets, right? But now they in 9th, and it's like it's not laughing because they 3 games back from 6.
But they still back. The key word in that phrase is back.
These are facts. Kenyon is grabbing his yardage back on this drive. Yes, that means 13th spot to the 9th spot is an improvement numbers wise, but I mean, let's be honest. 9th is possible. You gotta repeat some of this winning you're doing when it matters. You dig what I'm saying? So I guess it's worth some. Hey, they winning, but you can't just say, okay, boy. You wouldn't say, man, Charlotte is on the way, but these niggas is storming in the momentum. Because it's like they don't have a track record of being some ass whooper. So, you know what I'm saying? You just have to say that they winning right now, but you can't jump in your bag and go all in, jump on there, get the betting on them to win a playoff series and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, everybody, for those of you that are on this YouTube journey like myself, you know that one of the things we struggle with are our thumbnails. You dig what I'm saying? There's a couple parameters that you need to be on top of and get marks in which to get into this algorithm and get seen by certain individuals. You understand? So that being said, I would like to offer you an alternative. You dig? A tool that would allow you to do. Fuck, let's start over. Hey, real quick, everybody, for those of you that are on this YouTube journey like myself, man, I know that one of our big struggles in this thing are our thumbnails. You know what I mean? There's a couple parameters that you need to score high in order to get your material seen by the maximum amount of individuals. You understand? And the thumbnails are a very vital part of it. And so with that said, I would like to offer you an alternative, a tool, in fact, that will allow you to generate images. It'll allow you to face swap. There's all type of precise editing tools available for you within the program. One of my favorite things is that it allows you to plug your thumbnail in, have it graded in 5 different areas. You can, from that point, you can go forward with your idea, or you can choose to have an upgraded version produced by the software. You dig what I'm saying? And in order to do that, go into the link below this video, right? Type in straight like that as your promo code, get yourself 20% off, and be on the way to getting some better thumbnails. And away we go. Back to this content.
They
I'm
still
far
not in
away
a
from the
definite
next.
play. They 3 games
they
out of
3
6,
games
cool,
back?
but then the other teams can keep winning as well, and they gonna stay fucking 3 games back. Like that's just what, like
Hey,
it's
but
just what it
Joe, what
is.
was
Man.
that? What was that record for the last 19
I
games?
gave it to
16
you.
and 3.
I gave it to you.
16 and 3.
16-3, and they 16 and 4 in their last, and they 16 and 4 in their last 20. So yeah, they give them credit. They have been playing better. Absolutely, they're figuring things out right now. Okay, cool. Yes, yeah, they are. Like, well, I can watch a game and tune in. LaMelo got, I'm saying, more assists than turnovers and things like that. That matters. So he's growing in that aspect. Yes, the team is growing under their new regime. Yes, but it's taking them some time. Yeah, they got off to a rough start. Absolutely. Have they put some things together? Yes, but they still in 9th place. These are facts. Not going to dispute the facts here. And just when they get the 6 and the season is over and they're in a definite playoff spot, bring on number 3, whoever that is. So, but until then,
Now, I have a
they're
question for you
playing
then.
stuff.
Let me ask you this. Do you think they can get to 6?
I don't know. Because other teams are still playing basketball, bro. Other teams are still winning.
I mean, what is so crazy about that, bro? You're in 9th spot right now. In order to get to the 6th spot, which he says they are 3 slots behind. In order to do that, it doesn't even just matter that you're winning unless you beating the opponents that's ahead of you. Because if those people ahead of you are also winning, like Kenyon is saying, then guess what? You're going to stay in 9th place. You're not going to be able to come up to 6th. You understand what I'm saying? It's simple arithmetic. He'll go with this cemetery, like to jump through his green screen. You know what I'm saying? He dying to make a point. Now, if he about to bring some information that's going to counter the fact that, yeah, you know, it's possible that they won't get in the 6th place. You know what I'm saying? If he's saying that there's no possibility of that, then I'm going to love to see it illustrated. No, they are not. They're playing good enough basketball to win the games that they are winning. Them winning has nothing to do with them gaining spots unless the teams above them are not winning games, or at least not winning games when they play each other. You dig what I'm saying? Because at some point they got two in there in the same conference. So, but those are just one-offs. So I don't even know how well those add up to the end of the year. Let's say that they beat the 6, 7, and 8 team every time they face them until the end of the year. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I don't know that would be enough to pull them up. Like, how would that work if everybody's winning against everybody else? I guess in that aspect, yeah, your record wouldn't change until you play each other. So that's the only way that you can guarantee that you're gonna move from 9 to 6 is if you beat everyone in that is above you when y'all meet. You know what I'm saying? So and you couldn't look at what they're doing right now against other teams and say, hey man, that level of basketball they playing now is good enough to beat the people that are in front of them for playing better basketball at a higher clip, you know, for a more consistent amount of time. Am I right or am I wrong?
Are they there now? No.
No, they're not there now. Of course, that's obvious. I mean, but they trending in the right direction.
Yes. I'm giving them all of that. You're not hearing it. You're hearing what you want to hear.
I think the problem is he because he's right that Charlotte is better than the Bucks.
Yes.
That's his point. Has nothing to do with the question. It's just the point that they're better than them. So we're getting confused. That's why he's challenging everybody for no reason.
Yeah, because the Bucks have been missing their main guy all year. So it's
your Buck comment. That's all this is.
Yeah.
So he don't hear nothing positive because he was right about Charlotte over the Bucks and it's his team. So that's all he's talking about right now when we're just trying to figure out
how ironic that the Hornets, formerly Bobcats, is Rashad's squad. You dig what I'm saying? He got a sordid history out there in Charlotte, man. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, no, I just put together the other part. Charlotte is in North Carolina. Look at this nigga. I told you he watched every North Carolina Tar Heel basketball game and the damn Charlotte, North Carolinas. Bro, this man is a super fan of the program now. Talking about he don't like nobody. Then I had a vision yesterday, bro, of Rashad in his jersey standing in the student commons. You know? And somebody went to the cafeteria now when he went on camp the other week ago. Man, he probably went to the caf with his old ID and his jersey on. And can I get me 2 of them chicken sandwiches, face ass nigga, man?
When you say, and I'm just asking a question so I don't have to argue with number 34, because obviously he wants to argue today. Josiah, Fugazi and what?
Are they for real or Fugazi? This
Now,
latest stretch?
when you mean that, what place do they have to be in to be real?
They have the potential based on the rest of the season, the games remaining. They could probably jump to the 6th spot would be the peak of what they could do.
So the question is, do I think that it's real for them to be in 6th? If Fugazi is...
Yeah, they're not. What we're seeing in the 16-3 stretch isn't what this team really is.
Hey, Josiah, you know that like 16-4 is just as good, right?
Yes,
so you can say 20. You know you can say 20 games, right?
Over the last 19 games, though, they have the best record in the league. So I'm just giving you guys facts. Do the information what you want to do with it.
When I started off,
just do what you want to do with it.
Weird shit, right? So,
hey, Josiah, when have you ever had to explain this? This question. You've asked this question over 40 times in the last 4 years. We never had to explain what real or Fugazi.
I realized how he asks questions. It gets you arguing with people for no reason.
So it's your fault, Joe. It's your fault.
I'm responsible.
When I answer the question, so I don't have to hear him go, what makes them real and what makes them Fugazi? What place?
I would say if they finish 6th, 7th spot from where they started at 4-14 to start this season,
they're real.
Where are they at January 21st, 12 games below 500?
And 8th, and they're Fugazi. Okay, yeah, okay. So I think what's going on right now will be the record is real. Who they are today is real. Who they were before is real. Who they gonna be in this next month is gonna be real. But I don't think that they will be in the 6th spot.
Do you feel like the Hornets are a playoff team, sir?
Next turn. Huh? Yeah, you're not gonna bait me so I can say something. Your turn.
Now, I'll say something on that. I don't know. I think they'll be in the 6th spot. Do I think they'll be a playoff team? Again, if you count 9 and 10, the playoff play-in joints. Yeah. And especially when you say it's only 3 games separating them in the 6th spot. I'm not sure what separation from the first spot, the top spot, but it doesn't sound like they're in such a strong conference. So, you know what I'm saying? I could see him making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Now again, you would have to count 9 and 10. You know what I'm saying? The playoff spots is getting in, and with doing that, yeah. If they at 9 now, they are technically in the playoff at a chance. You know, I don't know if it's the play-in, it's not the playoffs, but it's extended basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's more than regular season basketball, so it's right there in the middle. But I mean, if you're playing past the regular season, that's got to count you into the postseason, however technical it may be. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Go, Nick. How do you feel, Nick?
Damn.
Man.
Yeah, hey, Nick, he out here moving like me, ducking all the smoke, man. You better be ducking the smoke,
I
man.
will throw this caveat out there. They do have the 10th hardest.
Oh, was that a Freudian slip? Or was that his method of coming clean quickly? Yeah. Coming clean quickly. CCQ. Yeah, it was that. It might be what Shad on. Shad said, man, he had duck and spoke like me. Man, that's got to be a drop, bro. I got to make that a drop. I got to make that a drop. You understand me? So, hey, man, do we deserve some grace for that? I don't know, bro, because when he had the big stage, you could have just said that. I don't know if you could have said that because we'd have probably made 7 more shows about it. But, look at Shad. Shad said he out here moving like me, ducking all the smoke. Oh, my God. I hear you, Rashad McCants.
Strength of schedule remaining in the league. Do with that information what you will. I'll just give information. You guys take it, process it.
I'm just glad it ain't like the circus like it used to be. They're playing good basketball. But do you think they would be in this situation if like the Pacers and the teams that's like Milwaukee, the teams with injured players were fully healthy like next year, you think they can sustain this and be a playoff team?
So you asking a question?
Yeah. Like when everybody's healthy, when the East is what the East, Jason Tatum and everything. So you think the Hornets will still be 16 and 4 or 16 and 3 in the 9th place, or will they still be the Hornets?
Would they be playing at this level if the rest of the East was? They've had injuries too, though, Sway.
They are who they are, like Gil stated. The team that started 4-4.
For one, I think the answer is obvious. But for 2, bro, how do they fail to understand that? I mean, it's a hypothetical, bro. It's something that you don't know. You know what I mean? It's not quantifiable. If it was a fifth, the world would be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's not necessarily about how well you're playing when you're behind. You understand what I'm saying? It's about how the people above you are performing. You dig what I'm saying? And so, but I think it would stand to reason, right? I think it would stand to reason. Charlotte is in the 9th spot right now with these players injured and all that. I think Jason Tatum just came back. So I goddamn, if you can only go, you're at 13, yeah? You managed to make it up to 9th with all of these gaps in rosters above you. So it would stand to reason that if we didn't have this gap in our roster, not only would the standings still be the same, it'd probably be a bigger gap. Instead of being 3 games between 6, it's liable to be 7. You dig what I'm saying? Or, you know, it may be another 5 to the top from that 6th spot, and it may be closer to 10. You know what I'm saying? So would they still be playing this type of ball? Maybe they would, but it wouldn't matter unless the people above them aren't playing good ball. And again, with the healthy roster, if they playing good ball now, you would assume but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you would assume.
Who they are. They are who they are, like Gil stated. The team that started 4-14, that's the same team that's playing now. They just had to grow. They had a new coach, a new voice. Yeah, so, I think they are who they are. I think they'll still be the same team. They were trending up. These guys, the main core has had a few years together now. You know, then you add the rookie, the way he played, the way he's playing out there, shooting the hell out the ball. So, Yeah, no, it just makes for a good recipe. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that's used to playing with one another in the basketball sense, and a coach who is demanding certain things, and he's a young guy, so he has their ear. So yeah, so no, there's a recipe for success, I think. You know what I'm saying? But they just
Yeah, I'm
yeah, I
glad
agree.
Melo's not playing that highlight basketball no more. He actually playing now.
Oh no, he still be doing it. No, you listen.
So you don't think it's a challenge? You
Look,
don't think like
goddamn
Cade is
one leg.
challenging like Melo and them
They got them
to
one leg
progress and be
threes,
better?
man.
He
Them
still be
goddamn,
doing his shit, but I know what you're
them
saying,
goddamn
Nick.
one
Like,
You
leg
know what I'm
threes,
saying,
bro.
yeah,
right?
I know what you're saying. He ain't playing circus ball like he used to. But I think
Yeah,
when he got benched, that kind of woke him up to, the coach is really looking at this shit. He's like, yo, we can't play like this. You the leader of this team.
yeah.
You need to show leadership. This ain't it. And I think that woke him up. Even, he got a dad that's over there
That's
in
what I'm
his ass
saying. His
too.
dad been telling him that for years, though.
Yeah, so I think he finally waking up to it. And now he see the perks of leading the team and seeing that the winning can go behind it. And I think that's what really looks good with him. It look good on him.
Yeah. Yeah. When you can win, you get more.
I'll tell you what, Rashad. I'll tell you what, buddy. I'll tell you what. First of all, I think more so than just him understanding a different, level of. Yeah, lepers don't really change their spots. You understand what I'm saying? But he is growing up. I think he's growing up and just okay. When you grow up in your mind, bro, you know what I'm saying? Which is a hell of a thing. When you grow up in your mind, you'll have an epiphany about like attention and attention seeking and what you will come to understand is like an unnecessary wanting or hoarding of the spotlight. You dig what I'm saying? And you come to understand how cringe that shit is. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to have that epiphany for yourself. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is universal. Not everyone has it. You know what I'm saying? But I would think that it's more of a, you know what I'm saying? It's more, you seem like the boss when you quiet with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Again, the loudest nigga in the room be the lamest nigga in the room. So I would think it'd be more associated with something like that. And then, it's pops and all this, that, and third. But more just probably like, you know what I mean? Bro, it ain't, you know what I mean? Just trying to be the sound of doing all the crazy shit. That shit look cringe a lot of times, especially when you miss it. You know what I'm saying? And you're probably going to miss those shots and, mess up those opportunities more often than you going to make them. You dig? But Shad said, he commends him for being able to grow up, you know what I'm saying, and see that it's more valuable being a team player and not an egocentric ass. So, hey, I've heard two statements from Shad here in like the last 5 minutes. I see you, Shad, trying to, you feel me, Shad, trying to, you know what I'm saying? But without, because he a big man with muscles. So them niggas is like, I'm sorry, or just some shit like that. Just, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? He got to slide him in a little bit. You know what I mean? I respect your game, my nigga.
When you can win, you get more confidence, feels better. I think just being in Charlotte for that long, losing, I think he got comfortable. But this year, I feel like a spark came with Knipple for sure.
Yeah. And they just added Kobe White too at the deadline. I mean, I'm saying they have a very solid roster.
And Brandon Miller is starting to play like a premier two guard in the league. Finally, he's showing he's starting to break out a little bit, getting comfortable.
Nick, the question you asked Kenyon, right?
Yeah. I asked you too. I just threw it out there. It wasn't just for Kenyon.
Now, when you're asking this question, what place do you think they're in to ask if everybody was healthy next year? Will they?
I feel you, kid. Because I'm like, hey, Gil or the fight, bro. If they was in the same studio together, it'll be a rumble. It'd be a rumble roll, goddammit. I'm telling you, first time movies got there, pillars done kicked off the couch, all this, be table turned over. Them cups spilled. I'm telling you. Gilbert feeling the heat. You know what I'm saying? They was like, nigga, you baby, lame. I don't know, bro. I think he been, now, Kwame might have been right about him just not liking Rashad, but I think it's because of the basketball takes he come on. Like I say, bro, Rashad puts himself, in my opinion, in this position, just being on this show, bro. I think they have fuck all respect for his basketball opinions. You dig what I'm saying? King is the type of nigga be trying to just be a yes man for him and just support him. Nick be on edibles. Josiah is just the host, as he will have you know many times over. And Gilbert won't smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's just my view of it. So, you know, Gil ain't not letting it. He ain't letting it ride, bro. He is itching for some smoke. He's scratching for some attention right here from a one green screen brethren over here in the top right. Yes, that be.
They still be in ninth spot.
But that's what I'm saying. Say those two teams is healthy. They would go. What do you think they'll be out the play in? Like in 11s where they normally at 11, 12. Because you add those teams in.
If
You
they
add
lose,
Heidelberg.
if they
Heidelberg makes a
lose
difference.
one game, then they're out of the play-in.
I don't know the records.
Oh, okay, because that's what I was confused. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
second or third, and if everybody come back, they might go down. Like they one game out of the play-in. So
No, they'll still be in the play-in, Joe.
they be in the 10th.
So,
But
No, I see what you're saying, Nick, because you're saying, since you're not looking at it, I'm looking at the standings. So the Pacers would probably be where the Miami Heat are. Celtics would still be the Celtics. If you're saying we had a healthy PG, a healthy MB, they would still be there. Magic could still be there.
It's the teams that's under, sure.
Now what's the word, Captain? I think I caught you lacking. There are 9 more players that this hell's packing.